Hello. Tonight is a very special edition of an episode of I Will Be Making a Show, but right now I don't have a title for it. I am celebrating the 10th anniversary of 9/11, when 4 planes crashed, over 3,000 people killed. Over 400 of those people were firefighters and policemen who gave their lives to go into, well, this is the story of the Twin Towers. So he went up into the Twin Towers. 2 other people gave their lives while they were in the Twin Towers when the first one collapsed. They knew their job was to not go down, so they went up. Now, as you gather me tonight, let's just have 1 minute of silence. Thank you. I hope that minute was a very sad but grateful moment that we have in America. So, one airplane was taken down by hijack into the North Tower. North Tower was crashed by an airplane. I think it was 175 if I'm not mistaken. Then later, another plane crashed into the other South Tower, 93, I'm not mistaken. And then later, another plane crashed into the Pentagon. Then, people were trying to hijack a plane into the U.S. Capitol building. The hijackers failed. People were calling from wherever in the U.S. to their plane phone that they had and telling people that, let me put it in words. Here, let's do a cell phone. Like, you are the person on the plane. And I'm like, oh, man, there's been planes hijacked all over the U.S. And we're thinking yours might be next, so you might want to do something about it. Okay, bye. People got calls like that from friends, relatives, and family members. They took over the hijackers, and unfortunately, they crashed too in the field of Pennsylvania. It's very sad, 9/11. Very exact date. Unfortunately, I don't remember that much. But I do have something. I'll be right back. Don't dare pick up the iPod.
Why
Don't you dare pick it up. I see you pick it up and I kill you.
That's very nice.
Anyways, this is a photo of the Twin Towers that I have from school, Scholastic News. Both towers collapsed. Unfortunately, the towers couldn't prevail the heat from the tanks of gas left over from the planes, and then the building collapsed because of the heat. Many people, some made it, some didn't. And now, let's turn the page to 9/11. Here are some photos of 9/11. After the Twin Towers collapsed, firefighters put an American flag at ground zero. Now, I hope you saw that. It was devastating. Now, here's the Twin Towers before 9/11. Abby, get out of the kitchen. And now, this is 9/11 close to today. They are making a new skyscraper higher than the Twin Towers. Higher than the Twin Towers. It'll be one World Trade Center. Now, right near the building that is being constructed, I want you to look down 2 squares right next to each other. Those are the Twin Towers. Those are the Twin Towers. It was a very sad day for American history. Here's another photo. Get out. Unfortunately, I was only a baby, so I can't tell you that much more. I gave you all from what I've heard and TV specials. And the real devastating part was the Twin Towers. The Pentagon killed 148 people. Hang on, let me find it in here. It says how many places. Let's see. A plane was crashed down in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, Arlington, Virginia, and New York City. Well, one was in Shanksville, one was in Arlington, and 2 were in the New York City, which was the 2 Twin Towers. Now, you may have heard that Al-Qaeda's leader, Osama bin Laden, is now dead, which is good, because they had planned this entire thing in the beginning. They wanted to change the U.S.'s stock market and hoped to give us a devastating time with money. Well, right now we're in a devastating time with money, so if they did it right about now, I'm not making this to disturb people, they would have succeeded. This is all about a story of Emily Sussel. If you're watching this, Emily, I do not know how to pronounce your name, sorry. I'll read it. I was 11 on 9/11. A student from New York tells what it was like to live through a tragic day 10 years ago. September 11th was Emily Sussel's 4th day of 6th grade. She attended intermediate school at 89 in New York City, 4 blocks away from the World Trade Center. The school stood in the shadows of the 2 110-story skyscrapers known as the Twin Towers. As she sat in social studies class at about 8:45 a.m., which when the first plane hit the first Twin Tower, Emily heard a loud crash. This is her talking. We felt the building shake a little bit and heard a shattering boom, she said. An airplane had flown into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Emily and her classmates quickly evacuated their school. A family friend came to pick up Emily. As they went outside, Emily looked up at the towers. It looked like a giant hole through the top of the tower filled with flames, she says. I could feel the heat of the fire on my face, even 4 city blocks away. Now this is her running for her life. The family friend took Emily a few blocks to public school 234, which is kind of weird. I didn't know they had numbers for schools, where Emily's mother worked. As they waited for instructions on what to do next, a second plane hit the South Tower. Emily and her mom left the school just as the South Tower collapsed. What? Oh. They ran to escape the huge cloud of smoke and debris. I remember thinking that these kinds of things only happen in movies. Not to me, Emily said. At 10:28, the North Tower crashed to the ground. By then, Emily and her mom were safely in their school about 2 miles from the World Trade Center. A national tragedy. Like many people, Emily first thought